My evening hair care routine always starts with some LED treatment, so I was wearing this cap while I was cooking. Then, once that was done, after 25 minutes, I moved on to the bathroom, and as you can see, my hair is very reverted. It was very much due for a wash. I just took my headband off, and I always work in 2 or 4 sections. When my hair is straight, I usually only work in 2 sections to avoid putting too much product in my hair. And as you can see, that's not much of a problem right now. So I'm starting with my Kerasta's Nutritive 24-Hour Night Serum. I love this stuff. It is amazing. And note that I would be using about half the amount of the product if my hair was still in my regular silk press days, like week 1, week 2, maybe even week 3. But this is like week 4 here. So I don't care if I use a little bit too much product. And I do rub it between my palms very well. And I put it first of all at the ends, and then I work it all over my hair. And as you can see, it's not going to make my hair revert because it is very thin and I'm using a very small amount. And don't worry, my hair is trimmed. It just looks like that because a lot of it is reverted and my hair is in layers, so it looks like it's a bunch of different lengths. But don't you worry, if you watch my silk press video, you'll see that my hair is perfectly fine. Once that's worked in, I take my wide tooth comb, and this is not necessarily a detangling step. I'm just working the product through the rest of my hair so that it can be nice and even before I move on to my next step. So once I'm done combing one side, I move on to the other side, and then it is time for my next product, which is also from Kerastase. Nothing in this video is sponsored, but I will link everything that can be linked in the description box below. So I'm using my Kerastase Elixir Ultime, and I'm using 1 pump. I'm rubbing that again very well between my palms to warm it up and make sure that it's not evenly distributed. Then again, I'm focusing most of the product on the ends of my hair. I use this product every single day, whether my hair is straight, silk pressed, blow dried, in braids. I use this every single day. So once it's nicely worked into the ends of my hair, I go ahead and just start roughly parting my hair and making sure that all the leftover is not wasted. And again, I'd be using half a pump if my hair was in the early stages of the silk press, but this was just like a day or two before I washed it, so I was a little bit generous with the product. So now that this is worked in, that's the last product to be worked into the shaft of my hair. So I take my paddle brush to now detangle and evenly distribute everything so there's no like wet spots and places where there's too much product in my hair. So as you can see, even though my hair is straight, I still brush my hair in the same way I would brush it if my hair was curly. I hold the shaft of my hair and I make sure that I brush my hair from the bottom up. So I always start at the bottom and then I go to the roots, just because it helps. Even if your hair is completely straight, it reduces shedding, it reduces breaking, it reduces tangles. And one of my favorite things about having straight hair is the feeling of the brush going all over my scalp. So now I'm using my eye restore growth activator serum. I usually use the serum or I use an oil. It just depends on the day. So this serum is more on the watery side. So I don't usually use this when my hair is straight. But again, because it's closer to washing my hair time, I can go ahead and use the serum. And I part not evenly with a comb. I just use my hands to part, but I make sure I'm putting it directly on my scalp and not on my hair so it doesn't revert. But on other days, I would most likely be using an oil. However, because I'm not supposed to use oil with LED treatment, I don't really use a lot of oil on my scalp. It's usually a serum, and then only a day or two before my wash day is when I go in with an oil and I do the exact same thing. I part it, put it directly on my scalp, and I massage it in. And so if I was going to sleep, this is what I would do. This was like early evening, so I wasn't going to bed yet. So on a regular day when my silk press is in its early stages, I would wrap it. But at this stage, there's no need to wrap it. So I just take this nice little hairnet thingy and I twist my hair up like that, like in a French twist type of situation, and it sort of keeps my hair really nice and in place. So I put this net to make sure that my hair is not moving around in my bonnet. Then I go ahead and take my silk bonnet after this is perfectly worked in. I make sure that all my hair is covered inside, and as you can see, it's not too tight. It just holds my hair really well. Then I take then I take my satin bonnet that I get from Amazon. You guys know, if you're not new to this channel, I've been using the same type of bonnet for like years. It's the best. I love how comfortable it is and how soft and not too big it is. And so at this stage, I would go to sleep. But I wasn't going to sleep. So usually after doing this, if I don't do this right before bed, I just twist my hair up and wear my hair in a claw clip. So let me know if you enjoyed this, and if you want more videos like this, hit my face to subscribe if you didn't in the beginning. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.